Welcome to today's video where we delve into the transformative book, The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walter. This book is a beacon of light for those seeking to unlock their true potential through the power of discipline. Join us on this journey of personal growth and empowerment. So, let's dive into the summary of this incredible book. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. In a world filled with distractions and temptations, discipline often seems like a distant dream. But Daniel Walter, in his insightful book, provides a roadmap for harnessing the power of discipline to achieve your goals and live a life of fulfillment. At the core of The Power of Discipline are key themes that resonate with readers worldwide. From setting clear goals to creating healthy habits, this book offers practical advice backed by research and real-life examples. By incorporating discipline into your daily routine, you can cultivate focus, resilience, and perseverance. Whether you aspire to excel in your career, lead a healthier lifestyle, or cultivate meaningful relationships, discipline is the key to unlocking your true potential. Through the inspiring stories shared in The Power of Discipline, readers are reminded that success is not about perfection but progress. By embracing discipline as a guiding principle, you can overcome challenges and turn your dreams into reality. To fully benefit from the wisdom imparted in this book, consider journaling your thoughts and progress. Reflect on your wins and setbacks, and use each experience as an opportunity for growth. Remember, discipline is a journey, not a destination. Daniel Walter, a renowned expert in the field of personal development, offers a refreshing perspective on discipline. His practical tips and motivational advice serve as a beacon of hope for anyone seeking to take charge of their life and create lasting change. The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walter is a self-help book that explores the concept of discipline and how to cultivate it for personal and professional success. It provides practical tips and strategies for building discipline and breaking bad habits. The Power of Discipline explores the biological tendencies within our brains that determine our ability to control our self-discipline. It shows us how we can refine these tendencies in order to develop improved self-disciplinary habits and reach our goals. The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walter is an insightful book that explores the importance of discipline in achieving personal and professional success. Here's why this book is worth reading. Packed with practical strategies and actionable tips, it provides readers with the tools to implement discipline in their lives and reach their goals. Drawing from real-life stories and examples, the book demonstrates the transformative power of discipline, making it relatable and applicable to readers' lives. With its engaging narrative and motivational insights, the book manages to captivate readers, ensuring that it is far from boring and instead inspiring and empowering. Those are the individuals who truly deserve to immerse themselves in this remarkable book. Anyone lacking some self-discipline in their lives, those who need to ditch their bad habits, goal setters looking for advice on how to be an achiever. Self-discipline shapes nearly every aspect of our lives, from our relationships, to our careers, to our personal growth. In The Power of Discipline, Daniel Walter examines the biological and psychological underpinnings of this crucial ability. The author breaks down the specific mental processes and brain functions involved in self-control, showing how self-discipline is a skill that can be developed through sustained practice. Walter provides strategies for building habits that foster self-discipline, sharing wisdom from traditions like Zen Buddhism and the training of elite warriors. By learning to control impulses and harness emotions, you can find the strength to achieve ambitious goals and create a life of balance. Top performers in various domains set themselves apart by their steadfast commitment to discipline. The author emphasizes the extraordinary self-discipline demonstrated by Olympic athletes, leading corporate executives, and Navy SEALs. These individuals attained success through consistently choosing actions that aligned with their goals, even when it meant facing discomfort. He underscores the importance of having the ability to regulate oneself, which surpasses innate ability or intellectual capacity. It concerns the perseverance required to transcend boundaries and maintain dedication over an extended period, a factor that ultimately decides who attains exceptional outcomes. Strategies for cultivating self-discipline. This section of the book outlines particular measures individuals can implement to improve their self-discipline. Walter provides clear guidance on specific techniques and practices to adopt, initiating each day with a habitual practice that sets the tone for the day. Walter emphasizes the importance of starting your day with activities that lay a positive groundwork for self-discipline throughout the day. Incorporating a routine that involves rising at dawn, participating in physical activity, and dedicating time to mindfulness or meditation can cultivate powerful habits that seamlessly integrate into one's everyday routine. Walter underscores the significance of creating a morning ritual that sets the stage for a day filled with success. He explores the ways in which notable figures like Barack Obama, Bill Gates, and Oprah Winfrey have gained recognition for their achievements and adhere to morning rituals that prioritize their health and well-being. Starting your tasks early in the day enables you to get ahead before any interruptions can occur. Engaging in physical activity revitalizes both the psychological and bodily dimensions of well-being. Mindfulness practices, like meditation, foster focus and emotional control, building your inner strength before facing the day's challenges. Beginning your day by reducing electronic interruptions and curbing the desire for immediate satisfaction can enhance your focus and self-control. Walter underscores the importance of how we initiate our day, pointing out that if we start with social media or opt for an unhealthy breakfast, we set a pattern for seeking instant gratification, which can erode our discipline throughout the day. Instead, he suggests starting with activities that require effort and focus, even if it's just for a few minutes. Developing a habit that places long-term goals ahead of immediate satisfaction can transform the way you think. Drawing on the concept that individuals possess an untapped reserve of 40% beyond what they perceive as their utmost limit, along with various methods to bolster their mental fortitude, Walter outlines various methods to develop resilience, taking cues from the rigorous training of premier military groups like the Navy's elite SEALs. Feeling exhausted indicates that we've only utilized 40% of our potential, implying there's significant room to boost our performance by surpassing this limit. David Goggins, who once served with the elite Navy SEALs, stressed that the boundaries of our true potential reach far beyond our usual perceptions. Whenever you encounter an obstacle, whether tangible or psychological, it typically suggests that you have untapped potential yet to be utilized. Walter advises formulating a plan that showcases your capacity to surpass personal anticipations by delving into territories beyond your usual experiences. Confronting greater obstacles becomes easier as it fosters resilience and bolsters self-assurance. Allocating a brief period for contemplation prior to decision-making, along with focusing on regulated breath control and striving to enhance one's exertion by a factor of 10, aids in fortifying an individual's endurance and ability to delay instant gratification. Walter introduces other practical techniques. Box breathing constitutes a method. SEALs employ a controlled breathing method to regain calmness during high-pressure situations. Inhaling, holding, exhaling, and holding again for equal counts helps regulate the nervous system. When you encounter a temptation, practice waiting for 10 minutes before giving in, and then reconsider your decision. This reduction in impulsiveness enhances one's capacity to make more well-informed decisions, amplifying one's efforts by a factor of 10. Set your sights on goals that go well beyond your initial assessment of what is accomplished by a considerable extent. It drives you to broaden your perspective, undertake bolder initiatives, and surpass the limits you have imposed on yourself. Cultivating beneficial relationships and transforming how one views oneself. The section of the book explores the idea that by changing how you view the effort needed for different tasks, you can make it easier to sustain self-discipline. By consistently pairing difficult tasks with pleasurable activities or incentives, their inherent attractiveness may increase as time progresses. Walter discusses the concept of conditioning, likening it to studies akin to Pavlov's experiments with dogs in classical conditioning trials. By consistently pairing a challenging chore with an enjoyable pastime, like listening to your favorite music, your brain starts to associate the two experiences. As you continue engaging in the activity, it may grow more pleasurable due to its association with positive feelings, thus simplifying the challenging task. Identifying oneself as an individual who reliably achieves their goals, as opposed to one who simply tries, enhances self-regulation capabilities. Walter underscores the significance of language. Proclaiming, "I will do it," reflects a stronger pledge than saying, "I will try," which implies that not succeeding is a tolerable result. This alteration in phrasing reinforces your determination to persist. He also underlines the importance of identity. Imagine the person you will become once you've achieved your goals, instead of perceiving yourself as someone struggling to uphold strong willpower. This mental shift can enhance your motivation and promote a closer connection with your authentic self. The development of self-discipline is fundamentally based on philosophical beliefs and psychological viewpoints. This section explores a deeper philosophical understanding of the concept of self-discipline, drawing from a range of scholarly traditions. A core principle of Zen is to be deeply engaged with the present moment. Walter portrays Zen Buddhism as a beneficial discipline that strengthens self-control and reduces stress. By letting go of our preoccupation with what might happen in the future, we free up our mental energy to focus on practicing self-discipline right now. Zen emphasizes the value of focusing on the current moment instead of dwelling on past events or fretting over potential future occurrences. Mental clutter drains the vitality that ought to be channeled into current tasks. By accepting the uncertain nature of life and letting go of the need for specific outcomes, you free yourself from excessive stress, which in turn bolsters your capacity to adjust to new circumstances. Developing an awareness of our interconnected nature and the transient nature of hardship can offer the drive needed to continue striving toward one's aspirations. Existence inherently encompasses suffering, yet Zen teachings underscore that this suffering is simply a transient aspect of our existence. Recognizing this can provide solace during difficult times and reinforce the importance of pursuing meaningful goals, even amidst challenges. Our behavior has an impact on those around us, highlighting why it's crucial to develop self-control, which serves not just our own interests but also contributes positively to the broader community. Drawing inspiration from the self-discipline of Shaolin monks. Daniel Walter uses the Shaolin monks, renowned for their mastery over mind and body, to exemplify the concept of self-discipline. The rigorous training of body, mind, and spirit that Shaolin monks undergo is a testament to the utmost level of personal discipline one can achieve. The strict daily schedule followed by the monks, which includes extensive practice in combat disciplines, time for meditation, and shared living, showcases the impressive potential of human determination when committed to a transcendent cause. The capacity to endure challenges and delay instant satisfaction for the sake of their training is a testament to the mental fortitude that can be developed through steady discipline. Engaging in activities that challenge one's comfort zone provides valuable insights into strengthening one's concentration and mastery over oneself. Walter underscores the importance of integrating habits that originate from the traditions of Shaolin monks for individuals seeking to strengthen their self-discipline. Meditation cultivates focus, emotional regulation, and a quiet mind, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater clarity and composure. Qi cultivation, practicing martial arts and focusing on purposeful motions to direct life's vitality builds resilience in both the mental and physical spheres. Consciously challenging oneself to step beyond areas of comfort enhances resilience and fortifies the resolve, thereby simplifying the adherence to objectives during challenging times. Exercising restraint and steering clear of possible hazards. The final section of the book offers advice on staying concentrated and surmounting potential challenges, even with a steadfast dedication to personal discipline. Overcoming the inclination to maintain existing conditions. Walter emphasizes the significance of surmounting our natural resistance to accepting new situations and offers additional strategies for conquering this obstacle. People often find it psychologically challenging to establish new habits that require self-discipline because they naturally prefer to stick to familiar routines and resist change. He warns that simply being dissatisfied with our current situation does not guarantee that we will break free from entrenched routines, as there is often fear of the unknown. One should carefully evaluate the pros and cons of preserving the status quo against the potential benefits that could arise from implementing a change, as described in Walter's thought analysis activity. Actively questioning one's beliefs and seeking authentic feedback can help mitigate the tendency to possess an exaggerated perception of one's abilities, commonly known as overconfidence. Walter cautions against complacency and overestimating our progress. He recommends consistently obtaining impartial evaluations of our self-control from reliable individuals. It allows us to identify elements of our behavior that remain concealed from our awareness and to make adjustments before falling back into old habits. Utilizing challenging emotions as a catalyst for personal growth. This section of the text offers a unique perspective on emotions, suggesting that they can act as powerful allies in developing self-discipline. Channeling intense emotions such as anger, envy, anxiety, and shame into motivational energy can greatly enhance an individual's ability to exercise self-discipline. Walter recommends channeling negative emotions into behaviors that yield productivity. He demonstrates how we can transform our annoyance from negative responses into a fortified determination to prove skeptics wrong, or harness our envy of others' achievements as a catalyst to pursue our own goals. Creating plans to navigate strong desires and fostering a sense of kindness towards oneself assists individuals in controlling difficult emotions without succumbing to them. Walter introduces the strategy of riding the wave of desire as a method for controlling cravings and impulses. The approach involves neutrally monitoring one's impulses as they ebb and flow, akin to observing waves that rise and recede until they diminish. He also emphasizes self-compassion. Everyone makes mistakes and experiences setbacks. Showing ourselves compassion during challenging periods can help us recover more swiftly and maintain dedication to our objectives. Balancing discipline with adequate rest, recovery, and an equal allocation of time for both work and personal life. This final section addresses the crucial aspect of sustainability. Walter emphasizes that pushing ourselves too hard can eventually result in reduced effectiveness. Neglecting one's physical and mental well-being by overworking can result in exhaustion, which underscores the necessity of integrating regular breaks and relaxation into one's routine. Daniel Walter advises that success does not arise from excessive work alone. He underscores the importance of adhering to self-care rituals such as ensuring adequate rest, nourishing oneself properly, and allocating moments for relaxation, as overlooking these habits can deplete one's resolve and frequently lead to exhaustion. He advises scheduling regular breaks throughout the day and setting aside time for activities that rejuvenate both the mind and body. By steadfastly practicing this routine, you protect the essential focus and vigor required to sustain your self-discipline over an extended period. Drawing on the Pareto principle and Sturgeon's law, it becomes clear that the results of our efforts are not always directly correlated with the amount of effort put in, highlighting the importance of strategic effort distribution. Walter emphasizes the disparity in work productivity by discussing the concepts known as the Pareto principle and Sturgeon's law. He exemplifies his argument by citing instances like a writer who achieves fame through a single hit among many works, or a company where a handful of clients account for most of its revenue. Our understanding drives us to acknowledge that while some efforts might not bring the expected results, a few major successes have the power to completely alter the course of our existence. Discipline aids in setting priorities, concentrating on the essential aspects, and preventing the dilution of our efforts. Self-discipline may not be solely a function of individual mental processes, but can also be significantly influenced by external factors such as social support, cultural norms, and socioeconomic status. The role of specific brain regions in self-control is complex and not fully understood. Other factors like genetics and environment also play a significant role in an individual's capacity for self-discipline. While consistent practice can improve self-control, it may not be accurate to compare it directly to muscle development, as neural pathways and muscle fibers adapt and grow in different ways. Beliefs in one's abilities are important, but overemphasis on self-belief without acknowledging the role of external support and opportunities can lead to an incomplete understanding of self-discipline development. Habits and routines are crucial, but the ability to adapt to new situations and be flexible in one's approach can also be an important aspect of self-discipline. The relationship between self-discipline and confidence is not always linear. Excessive self-discipline can sometimes lead to burnout and decreased self-esteem. You can enhance your self-discipline by creating a distraction ledger to track and manage interruptions. Keep a small notebook or digital app handy throughout the day to jot down when and what kind of distractions occur, how you felt at the moment, and what triggered them. Over time, You'll identify patterns and can develop targeted strategies to reduce these distractions, such as scheduling specific times for checking emails or using a website blocker during work hours. If you're like most people, at some point in your life you've set yourself goals with the hope of improving yourself. Most likely, having done that, you've gone on to fail to reach those goals consistently. You should take cold comfort from the fact that this is something most of us struggle with. Setting goals is relatively easy, but achieving them can be quite difficult. You probably quit when you realize how much effort it'll take you to get there, especially when that effort is mentally, emotionally, and physically straining. It's not that there's anything wrong with the goals you're setting, but there is something wrong with the system you're using to try to achieve them. So what exactly is it that's holding you back from achieving your goals? Your self-discipline, or rather, the lack of it. In this insight to Daniel Walter's The Power of Discipline, you'll discover the power that self-discipline has in making you a more productive individual. If you want to change your life, you first need to learn how to take responsibility. That responsibility requires you to look at where you are now and where you want to be in the future. Others may be able to help motivate you, but ultimately it's up to you. You, and only you, have the power to change your life. So let's find out how. 1. Self-discipline. Your first step to success is knowing what your goals are and what you want to accomplish. Take a moment to think about what you want to achieve and then what you'll need to do to achieve that. You're going to need to put in some real effort if you really want to achieve those goals, right? To stay on track and push yourself forward, what you need is great self-discipline. That self-discipline requires you to take full responsibility for your actions and persevere against any obstacles that might come your way. Actually, having great self-discipline will help you to be successful in every area of your life, from helping you build better relationships to increasing your work productivity, and even to managing your finances. Conversely, if you're lacking self-discipline, you're more likely to suffer from low self-esteem, have difficulty understanding what you need to be successful, and be unable to control your desires. Self-disciplined people are more confident in themselves, too. They believe that they can achieve their goals. After all, if you lack confidence, how can you expect to accomplish anything? So let's look at how can you go about strengthening your self-discipline. The part of your brain known as the prefrontal cortex is responsible for your cognitive behavior, including cognitive flexibility, adaptability, memory, impulse control, and social behavior. This also includes self-disciplinary functions like prioritizing tasks, setting goals, and filtering distractions. Studies have shown that activity levels in your prefrontal cortex are higher when you're making beneficial long-term decisions rather than ones which would provide you with instant gratification. This is particularly interesting because, effectively, it means that self-discipline is an acquired skill. When you focus on the cognitive functions we mentioned, you exercise this part of your brain and strengthen your self-disciplinary skills. When you make better decisions and continue to do so, your self-discipline strengthens. But when you continually make poor decisions, it diminishes. It's also possible there's something else holding you back. We'll find out what in the next section. 2. Your status quo bias. Do you ever feel like there's some invisible force holding you back from reaching your goals? Well, actually, there is your status quo bias. Your status quo bias is a collection of negative factors that affect your psychology and prevent you from achieving or even pursuing your goals in the first place. 3. Building habits. What is it that sets apart successful people from less successful ones? The answer is actually simpler than you might think. The habits that they follow each and every day. But if you want to change your habits, you first have to recognize that your current habits aren't working. You might not even realize that your habits or behavioral patterns are affecting you negatively. So it's important to train your mind to recognize what is and isn't working for you. When you do that, you can throw out the bad, old habits and develop new, good ones. For Zen and meditation. Zen originates from the teachings of Buddha. It's a great foundation for a life of self-discipline. Zen Buddhists believe that it's important to focus on the present rather than the past or future. The past has already happened and we can't change that, they reason. It's just a collection of our perceptions and memories. And the future? Well, it hasn't happened yet, and we shouldn't self-restrict our present activities by worrying about what it may bring. When we focus on the negative possibilities of the future, we allow fear to consume and restrict us in the present. 5. Utilizing your negative emotions. While you're pursuing your goals, you'll inevitably feel a flood of emotions like sadness, pride, anger, courage, and frustration. But there's some good news. You can use these negative emotions to harness your self-discipline. Yes, really, those negative emotions can actually help you. When negative emotions arise, you probably feel like shutting down or quitting and using them as an excuse to get out of situations that make you feel uncomfortable. Don't just ignore your negative emotions. That's not healthy. Instead, use them to help ignite a positive change. Try to understand why you're feeling them. If you've noticed that fear, low self-esteem, and poor habits are holding you back from accomplishing your goals, it's most likely that you lack self-discipline. Self-discipline is a critical skill that can be acquired by targeting your prefrontal cortex through continuous practice. It can help you learn to prioritize tasks, filter distractions, and build better habits by getting in touch with your inner thoughts through deep focus and meditation. As we come to the end of our exploration of The Power of Discipline by Daniel Walter, remember that the power to transform your life lies within you. Embrace discipline as a guiding force, and watch as you unlock your full potential and achieve the success you deserve. You can find the link to acquire a copy of this remarkable book in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you found this book summary helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more book summaries and self-improvement tips to help you achieve your goals and lead a more fulfilling life. And share this uplifting summary with someone who may benefit from hearing them. Leave a comment down below if you've read this book or have any other recommendations for us. And also don't forget to explore our curated playlists of book summaries covering various topics. Stay tuned for our next video where we will be discussing another impactful book. Until next time, stay awesome and keep learning.